Pixels and yaps, pixels and yaps. We like pixels and computer games. Pixels and yaps, pixels and yaps. We're yapping about pixels and computer games. Pixels and yaps.
Hello, everybody, and welcome into episode 15 of Pixel
Woo!
Yaps. Yes, that excitement's warranted. We've stuck with it for 15 episodes.
15 episodes. Oh
Fi-
my god, I'm so proud of us.
15 episodes. So yeah, this is our last podcast of the year. Whoa.
Is it?
Yeah.
Whoa, it is! Last podcast of 2025. Let's go!
Yep.
Also,
Man,
hi, I'm Loonaromi. People call me Luna, and this is my co-host Cesire. People call her Cess. Welcome.
yeah, she kind of threw that one off today, didn't we? Oh boy. Anyway, episode
Gingerbread
15.
cookies crash incoming.
Yeah, a really bad intro. Let's go. All right. So we have a couple of things on our plate today. Normally we do end with upcoming releases, but I have the craziest thing to tell you, which is that my wish list had exactly 0 games that were coming out between this episode and next episode. So that would be between December 23rd and January 6th, which is just, I have a very stacked wish list. There are like 500 games in that wish list, and a huge chunk of them are unreleased. So I was shocked when I went to look today to make our, upcoming releases graphic and see nothing. Now, there's still like one game that's like, yeah, we're still releasing this year, and I'm side-eyeing it pretty hard. Because I'm like, I'm pretty sure you should be on vacation. But yeah, so it's not that there aren't games coming out. I just, I had a gander at Steam, but
It's that Steph has a wish list. If it's not on her wish list, it doesn't exist. And Luna isn't in the loop.
well, I did look through a couple, but I didn't want to just throw games on there that were releasing that I knew nothing about. So,
Fair.
instead we will be doing we'll be talking about games that have holiday updates, and MMOs that have holiday updates. So, yeah. But
Cesira's and Luna's 2025 roundup.
that's right. But that will be a little bit later because we generally start with what we've been playing. But as you all know, it's the holidays, so things have gotten a little bit intense. Luna's still in the midst of a move.
I don't want to talk about it. I'm so done with this move. I'm at the point where I just want to throw everything in the trash.
Yeah, so, end of the year can be a little bit wacky. I have been playing stuff because I have been streaming. But
Hey, I've been streaming up until last Friday? Yeah.
Maybe.
Saturday? Friday.
Well, that wasn't a dig at
Friday.
you. I just mean, like,
It was a dig. You see that shovel? You see that shovel? She's digging a really big hole and just gonna dump me in it.
I'm gonna have to talk to your husband and make sure you don't eat cookies before Pixel Yaps. Yeah, this is absolute chaos. No, but just what I was really getting at is even with me streaming still mostly my regular schedule, it's kind of been a time of winding down games that I've already started. That's kind of where I've been with with this week and last week.
So what does that entail?
That entails, well, I mean, gosh, we've played so many indie games this year, so well, first of all, I played some more Voyagers of Nira the last
I
2
saw.
Mondays. Yeah, so yesterday we had a collab with Lava Slug, our
Lava
good
Slug,
streamer
yeah.
friend. And we were part of actually a holiday raid train with the Nira Creator Club, which was really, really cool.
That's cute.
Yeah, so we met some new people, some really, cozy Voyagers of Nira streamers. Actually, one of them was like really into Sea of Thieves, so I was like, it makes a lot of sense that you'd be playing
Oh.
Voyagers of Nira.
Yeah.
Like,
That checks out.
That checks out. And so that was delightful. And actually, it was super cool yesterday because we had one of the QA team members just chilling in chat because they were just going around to people's chats and they were telling them about a bug that they wanted, that basically the devs had found and decided to keep in the game.
Oh,
So Voyagers of
elaborate.
Nira players, here's a pro tip for you. If you get into the cannon and then you deploy your skimmer and then you shoot yourself from said cannon, it will launch you while you're on your skimmer and it looks amazing.
All right, I'm gonna go update Voyages of Nair right now.
Yeah, it was awesome. We were playing with it at the end of stream and just like doing different things, and it was just so much fun. And so I was so grateful to that dev for coming in and telling us about it. Like, it was something. We had a lot
I
of
love
fun.
that they kept that in.
Yeah, they were just like, we found it and then we played with it and we could not get rid of it. And I'm like, you know what? Fair. I kind of might have been a little bit mad at you had you gotten rid of that, like to be perfectly frank. But yeah, so that was a lot of fun. The most recent update that changes like the spirits and whatnot, I feel like it's been pretty nice because when we played, a lot of that was a little bit confusing. Like there wasn't much information about the spirits. You just kind of picked one, you know? But now they have like, different lines based on their elements and like a very clear skill tree. So it's a net positive as far as updates go, in my opinion. And that's not just because I'm part of the Nira creator program.
Lies.
But, that is my disclaimer.
She's such a sellout now.
Watch my
so proud
VOD.
of you for making the creator team.
Well, and the cool thing with
Because
Nira,
I know you really enjoyed it.
yeah, well, the cool thing with Nira too is it's they redo the applications every time they have a major update, so you can get in, you can reapply, so it stays really active, and like it doesn't. I don't know. So far, obviously, I haven't talked to him a lot because I'm a shy little Cesire. But so far, the creator community seems delightful.
Okay.
So yeah, people who creators who listen and play Nira, do keep an eye out for that because the next big update, they'll be getting people in again. So it's a pretty cool system in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, we did some more Guild Wars 2, just finishing the story. Is doing doing some Winter's Day, which we'll talk about a little bit later. I did get to play a very delightful shorter game. It was called Princess of the Water Lilies.
I lurked a little bit during that. It looked really cute.
It was so cute. It was just absolutely delightful. It was just full of whimsy. I mean, the enemies, like the combat was surprisingly a little bit more difficult than I think a lot of people anticipated. But in a way that it's just like, well, you just gotta learn the patterns and then, I feel like it was accessible still. But it just it made it for a really nice, well-rounded game, and the art style is just to die for. Like older Disney, hand-drawn environment style art is what we're working with here. And then of course the premise is about a cat who is raised by frogs after being abandoned. And then yeah, and so the frogs raise this kitty, and they're kind of magical frogs. And for whatever reason, some mechanical beasts attack the forest, and so as the cat, you gotta race through the forest and try and save your family and the little forest critters. It was a lot of fun, and we finished it within our 6-hour stream. I only have to go back and clean up a couple achievements. But I really liked it, and it's honestly a bit of a shame because I don't think. I mean, I got it from Press Engine, but I don't think there was a lot of marketing that they had, Because
sometimes it's really sad because like some games are like technically really good, but the marketing just isn't there.
Yeah.
And so they sadly don't get as much eyes on them as they would genuinely deserve.
So yeah, I definitely wanted to mention it for that. I mean, like when I say they didn't even have a picture for for their Twitch category. Like this is how
Dang.
small, and because these are these things you don't think about. You have to upload to a website to make sure that happens.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just a shout out. That was Princess of the Water Lilies. I thought it was really, really fun. Um, you know, it was nice. It was a good solid game. Like, well, chat liked it. But yeah. So, and I hadn't even heard of it until Press Engine sent me an email, and I was like, "What? That looks like that sounds like a game that was made for me."
I got an email. I remember getting an email for it as well, and I was tempted, but like it would have been during the time that I'm already on the break, and I was like, I can't.
Yeah, it was really good.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
And then I did get to start one that we talked about a little while back, Scrapdackle.
God.
Yeah, I started that on last Thursday, and it was delightful. It was so much fun. Just like this little hand-drawn adventure. And you're just kind of going through this world that you're unfamiliar with because you're a novice wizard who's like literally been kicked out of your castle, by some evil entity, and so you got to go around the world and try and like figure out how to get back and what's going on and stuff. So yeah, you got to find like spells and to interact with the world. It was really nice. It was
Okay.
it's like one of those things with games by a lot of solo devs. You can just you can feel the soul of it. Like you can just feel all the love that went into making it. And the interesting thing is, it's actually early access, so it's only got like the first chapter, but we didn't finish it yet. I think I only was able to do a partial stream because we watched the Indie Game Awards that day on stream together.
Right, yeah.
But it feels to me, and the way that the dev described it, like the early access is pretty complete for the first chapter.
Okay.
So basically they want a year to work on each chapter, is what they said. So you can grab it now. If you like it, if it sounds interesting, make sure you add it to your wish list. If you get it on in early access, that's the cheapest price it will be. He said he's going to raise the price a little bit with each chapter, which I think is smart. It's just like,
are you going to have to pay anything additionally
no.
If you get out? No.
No, anybody who already buys it, the updates are free for them. It's just when you do like early access milestones, you can actually raise the price, which you probably should, because if you're asking people to beta test your game, they should get a little discount. Like these games that charge $70 and they're like, you get early access. You're gonna do alpha, and it's just like, okay, but like in a way you have to understand you've paid
I'm playtesting your game for free here.
Yeah, you've paid these devs to do part of their job. Now you get early access to the game. Don't get me wrong. Like I can understand the value, but it's an interesting thing where it's just like, if you really think about it, like you should be getting a cheaper price for being willing to, especially if you're going to be giving community feedback and bug reports and stuff. It's just kind of this interesting disconnect that some developers have about early access and what it means. Yeah. So I thought that was really refreshing. I liked that.
I like that too. Yeah, it sounds really good.
But yeah, I mean, mostly just been, we're still playing Hades 2. I did finally get my first surface win, so I'm feeling pretty strong. It's not unclear by any means, but that's been going really well.
Is that a game that you're going to play on repeat until you've got all the clears and all the achievements?
At least until it stops giving me, a significant chunk of story. Because Hades kind of presents itself in an interesting way for folks that don't know, where, win or lose a run, you're going to get story. And sometimes the story is based on whether you won or lost that run. And so each run basically presents new opportunity to get new story from all of these different sources. So it's a longer game for sure if you want to get all of that. But honestly, I love it so much that it doesn't bother me, because I don't mind, especially because I switch my weapons like every time, because I choose the one that gives me the most currency. So I'm constantly
Okay.
using different weapons and different builds. So I just have so much
Mhm.
fun with it. I think it's just a really good example of that style of game. But yeah,
Fair, fair.
that's mostly what I've been working on. I mean, we're doing Palea today, winter light
Mhm,
stuff.
mhm,
We'll talk about that
mhm,
later.
mhm,
But
mhm.
have you been doing some more GTA? Or have you been too
You know it.
busy?
No, I mean, we don't have much time for any more games. So like, we've been every like free moment, every couple of whenever we get like an hour or two, we go hop on GTA. We were kind of off it for like a month, and recently we hopped back into it because they actually had an update where they introduced new jobs and new cars and stuff. So it's been really exciting. And now with the winter update, it's just, oh my god, it's so magical. It's so magical. Everything is snowed over. I love it so much.
Do you get to put a
Um
Christmas tree in your house?
you don't get to put a Christmas tree up yourself, but they put Christmas trees up in your house and like some other fairy lights and some other
Oh, okay,
decorations.
okay.
And they like all around town, like all around the city as well. You can see little Christmas lights and stuff. It's really charming. It's honestly like, I guess when I started playing GTA 5, I didn't expect this level of like wholesomeness from a game like GTA, you know? But the fact that it's like a 12-year-old game and they do these seasonal updates is really amazing. And what's more is you can GTA is like a game that like the online version, as long as you own the game itself, you can enjoy the online version completely for free, right? um Hubby and I have decided to pay the sub for it because we're just enjoying it that much. But it's by no means necessary, and yeah, it's just been a lot of fun. I'm still obsessed with Dispatch. I haven't had the time to play anymore, but I want to. I want more. Honestly, I really, really, really want more of that game. It's like we were talking about it yesterday, and it's, you know how a lot of games kind of tend to, I guess, overstay their welcome. And they drag the story out a bit too long, and then
Yeah.
it's like, oh my god, I just want this game to end already. Um, you didn't get that with Dispatch. It was like you blinked and it was done. You know, it's a really, really good short game, and I really enjoyed it, and I really want more. And I know there hasn't been anything official yet, but they did say that with how well the game has been received, they are very inclined to do a second season of it. So I'm very excited for that. And I just feel like the pacing in that game was so good. And like, one of my biggest gripes with games the past couple of years has just been the pacing. Because like, even if you take like Tales of the Shire for example, right? I really loved Tales of the Shire. It was very cozy, very sweet, but the pacing in that was all off. Like, it should have been spread out a bit better, or some things should have been clustered together a bit better, because like, you were just playing it, and if you went, like, it's like one of those games where you just have to ignore what the game is telling you to do and just do your own thing. Like, ignore the story, ignore progressing the story, and just explore and collect and trade in stuff so you can like fully experience like the housing, for example, in that game, fully experience the seasons in that game. Because I feel like you could more or less finish that game within one season if you wanted to, you know? So it's like it's, yeah, pacing is a big one
Well,
for me, and I feel like a lot of the games don't do it right, but Dispatch did it right.
I
So
kind of feel like when it
yeah.
comes to being a hobbit, though, like if you don't naturally slow yourself down and like smell the roses, you might not be a hobbit.
Maybe,
Like
yeah.
you just maybe you're not a hobbit, you know? Like no offense, but
Yeah.
you
Fair,
know a
fair.
hobbit would not be talking to that neighbor for 5 days because they got distracted by second breakfast.
um
uh, But no, I get what
Yeah,
you're
I'm trying
saying.
to
I just
think.
had to be cheeky.
I'm trying to think what else I've been playing, but there really hasn't been anything else, I don't think.
Well, like I
Let me
said,
check my
the holidays are busy, and then you're moving. Like, with
Yeah.
what time will you play?
Honestly, I like off stream it's just mainly been GTA 5 and Friday's stream was actually Dinkum.
Yeah, your
And apart
collab.
from that, yeah, and apart from that, I've just been doing more Paleo and more Guild Wars 2 on stream. I finally finished season 2 on Guild Wars 2.
Whoop whoop. Yeah, she's in
Um
Heart of Thorns now. For the Guild Wars 2 players who
really
know what that
dreading it.
means, can we get some
Really
F's in the
dreading it,
comments?
honestly. Yeah, because of you guys. Like you
It'll be fine.
oh my god.
It'll be fine.
So
You're
okay,
used to dying.
Here's gonna be thanks. Here's gonna be maybe not a hot take, but like I don't know. Um, as somebody who has gotten into like the Final Fantasy game way too late, and then a Guild Wars 2 way too late, right? It's like in Final Fantasy, you get these constant like, oh my god, just wait, the story gets so good. Oh my god, just wait, the story gets so good, and don't tell them you like this character. Oh my god, a bunch of those things, And then what that does though is it pumps you up a little bit too much, and then you have certain expectations. And then now for me, I was fine. But like I know, for example, my husband, like he didn't find certain expansions in Final Fantasy as good as he thought he would find them because of how much they were hyped up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in Guild Wars 2, people do it something else. Like in Final Fantasy, they're hyping up the story like you would not believe. And in Guild Wars 2, people are like, oh my god, I hope you have friends to carry you because this area is rough. And it's like, well, fuck me, I don't want to go play this. I'm gonna struggle like crazy.
No, you'll be fine. You're on EU. There are people to help. Like, so
Oh, you'll be fine, Jesus.
So I say that, but it's heavily in jest because like when you look at Guild Wars 2, the old maps are still heavily populated. So it's like, yeah, if you try to run around alone, you might have some trouble, but like just go find those mobs of people that are doing the map because there's always people there. It's partially a joke, but it is still the hardest expansion. And I think for a lot of the players that were there when it came out, it used to be harder. And so, yeah, we're a little traumatized by it. But all of that being said, it is an excellent expansion. The map design is amazing. The music, oh, so good. The story, this is the expansion that is moving a huge story forward for the rest of the expansions. Like, it's all good. But it's hard out there.
You're gonna get your ass whooped.
I'll be there when I can, and you've got the EU people, so I think you'll be okay. But but it is kind of a funny thing that the Guild Wars 2 community does. But on top of that, though, the Guild Wars 2 community is always around, so they'll help.
That's one of the things that I will say has been like really nice about Guild Wars 2. It's like when you play, most other MMOs, you're in an older area, you don't see anybody else like ever. It's like a freaking ghost town.
Yeah, and in Guild Wars, they're everywhere, always.
They're everywhere, all the time, and it's so lovely. Like you should never feel lonely in an MMO.
Yeah.
And in Guild Wars 2, you never do feel lonely. But there are so many MMOs where, you go through an older zone and it's like, there's nobody around.
Yeah, that's something that they really put some thought into to make sure that didn't happen, which is why there are quests, even in the new expansions, that will take you back to a base game map to pick up an item or something, or to do an event. So it's smart game design, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah. It really does. It feels alive. And honestly, with that, we could just move into our talk about MMO holiday gaming.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
And then
Let's
we'll do indie game awards, and then we'll do the other stuff. Does that sound good?
yeah, she's got plans, guys. She's got big plans.
Okay, so with that in mind, let me get this. We gave ourselves extra work this week and made a little graphic for you.
Yeah.
Because we love you.
Yeah. And I helped.
And Luna helped and definitely didn't
helped.
distract me.
Yep.
Anyway, so oh wait, this is the wrong one. Sorry.
I was even ready on time.
I don't want to. We're not going to bring that up again. All right, this is the right one. All right, so to start with, obviously, as we've mentioned a couple times, it's the holidays. Whichever holidays you celebrate, there's a bunch of them right now. And so we thought that it would be nice to talk about a couple of things. Which first, starting with our MMO holiday gaming, because MMO players, as you know, we get the holiday events. We get them all. So to start things off, Luna, do you want to tell us about Elder Scrolls?
Nope. I'm kidding. So it's like, okay, well then, moving on.
You put it on the list.
No, Elder Scrolls, as it does every year, has their new life event happening right now, and as you can do every event, you can earn 3 tickets a day. Currently, one of the things that you can get once you have like the initial pet is you can morph it into the house. I think it's called the Juliana's house or something. It's a really, really cool house. It's like just like it's got like overgrown vines and tree trunks and everything like taking over a building, and it's really, really cool. So it's a free house, highly recommend get your free house whenever you can. um but what I'm really excited for is that this year they actually have new daily quests that you can do.
Oh, snap.
So, yeah, there's 8 new daily quests that you can do. So it's not the same old stuff. It's different stuff that you can do now. And there's basically 3 uh daily new life quest givers that you can choose from. So last year they added like a story sequence kind of quest giver. So he's there again, and then there's the, normal one that we've had since always.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a new guy that oh my god. I will say I love that we have a new quest, like new set of quests that we can do. It's a set of 8 new quests I think that we can do in total. But he starts every line with "Hello, friend." And it's just like he's like, "Hello, friend. Go do this and this and this. They need help." You're like, "Okay, what do they need help for?" And they're like, "Okay, well, this and this happened, so that's why they need you." And you're like, "Okay, I'll go do that." And then instead of the conversation like ending there and you being able to choose to talk to him again to pick up another holiday quest, it just continues again with "Hello, friend." It just keeps on going on and on and on. And I was doing it on stream, and I'm like, does he ever stop?
Yeah, she was bullying this NPC on stream chat. I was there. I witnessed it. That sounds like a broken much. NPC to me. I don't think that was intentional.
It was a bit much, honestly. But it's really cool, and they also have like some really cool stuff in the Crown Store. They have like a holiday furniture bundle with an actual big Christmas tree now. I still prefer my own cobbled together Christmas tree personally. Because I got to like, I don't know, decorate myself. I put a bunch of like shiny flowers in it and stuff, and then I sunk little red bushes in it to kind of make it look like there's holly twigs in it and stuff. It looks really cool. I really like my cobbled Christmas tree. So I'm not the biggest fan but of the Christmas tree they made, but they also have like really cool little golden Indrik statues in the pack and a bunch of really other cool stuff. So, if you've been thinking about hopping back into ESO, I feel like now's a pretty good time with this current holiday event because there's some never before seen things happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you offhand know when it runs to?
January.
We're professionals.
January, a day that will happen in January is when it will be ending.
Oh my god. All right, we're just gonna save Luna here. Moving
And
on.
that date, wait, no, I got it. Wait. I'm right here. Wait. Here's the event. It's running till January 6th.
There you go. Could you guys tell that she was looking it up? Could you tell, or did she nail it?
It was so smooth. Nobody could tell that. No.
Killing me. Okay, so there you go. January 6th, you have to work on your Elder Scrolls Online holiday update. Next in line, we have a game that both Luna and I play, which is Palia.
Woo!
We talked about, I believe, their winter update a little bit. However, they just started a really cute little thing, a little login reward called the 12 Nights of Winterlights. Now you need to log in each day because you're not going to get the previous rewards.
I already missed one day.
Yeah, I missed yesterday. But it's okay because you only miss one Sandy Paws present. Each day it adds on more presents. So it's like the 12 Days of Christmas song. It's very cute. And so, by the end you can get some holly jolly wallpapers, a bunch of the presents, the Let It Snowflake wallpaper, and it's just fun. It's just extra stuff that you can get. Mostly it's about the Sandy Paws presents, but honestly, by the end, getting 12 Sandy Paws presents is pretty good.
And it is running until January 2nd.
Yeah. So it runs till January 2nd. So just log in each day, grab your present from your login screen or from your news tab. That's the one. And
it also says
enjoy.
that Winter Lights is a season of giving. So during the 12 nights of Winter Lights, you can enjoy 20% sale on mystery outfit gifts. So you want to surprise your friend, there you go. And to add to the gifting, anyone who sends any mystery outfit gift during the period will receive a bonus from Sandy Paws himself. If you send even one gift during this festive season, your generosity will be rewarded with a gift of all 4 seasonal Flutter Fox plushes: spring, summer, fall, and winter. And for those feeling extra generous, anyone sending 3 gifts or more will receive Nibbles the Drake plush as well.
Exactly.
Really cool.
Yeah, I like that, honestly. I like the idea of rewarding people for doing the mystery gifts instead of just for, buying stuff for themselves. Yeah, and then also on top of that, there's bonus lunar XP during the 12 nights of winter lights. So your daily quests will give you more towards the lunar path so that you can get your rewards a little bit more quickly. So yeah, make sure you're hanging out in Palia, celebrate winter lights with your friends, decorate your plot with the cute Christmas tree that you get to decorate with. You get to put the ornaments on it, which is delightful, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's Palia. And then we also have an event in Final Fantasy, which I'm gonna hand over to Luna because I don't play Final Fantasy.
Which
Luna,
you really need to fix.
They have a sub. Ain't happening.
Oh my god, you can play for free.
You tell them to get rid of the sub and we'll talk.
You can play for free.
For up to a certain amount. There is an asterisk on that, and it's a big one.
Yeah, but they add more to it every year. So it's fine.
Okay, tell us about their holiday event.
The Starlight Celebration started on December 17th and is going to be going until Wednesday, December 31st. And as they have every year they have like a cute little wintery celebration event thing. And usually the way these events work is that you go to, for this one, you go to one of the main beginner cities. So for this one, you go to Old Gridania and you talk to a cute little Mikote, which is a kitty girl, and you pick up the quest. Usually the Final Fantasy events, it's like one quest line and then you're done. And sometimes there's like a little mini game event that will give you like the special currency or tickets. If there's a shop, you can buy stuff with that currency. But any like event items you get from the event, like rewards from the event, you get from the event. You don't have to do anything extra for that. And this year, you get a cute little sip emote. So you can get a Gradanian, Oldan, and Leminson sip, which it looks super cute. And you also get some little mug items for your house. You get singular mugs and stacked mugs. And yeah, this will be happening till the 31st of December.
All right, so there you go. Get your holiday goodies in Final Fantasy up till the 30th of December?
31st.
31st of December.
Yep.
Yep. All right, next we have Sky, Children of the Light. This is when I haven't got to play it a lot, but I have it downloaded.
I've heard good things about it.
Played it, and it's just so wholesome and cute. Like the community itself is just so wholesome and lovely. So right now they have an event. It's called Days of Feast. It goes until January 1st. And they just have a bunch of little activities. They have like a snowball target practice game. You can build a snow kid. They have like a little a race of some kind. I don't know if you're like sledding or something. And they have these cute little outfits that you can collect for your little character.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, so that game's just so interesting. Because they're an MMO technically, but they're just out there doing something different.
I need to try it.
Yeah.
I've always heard really good things about it, but I haven't tried myself yet.
Yeah, they're just out there vibing. It's very cute. But yeah, so until January 1st, you can collect a really cute little snow outfit and play cute little winter games with some friends or some new friends or strangers, whatever.
Strangers.
It looked cute. I was just like, we got to put that on the list.
Fair.
And then lastly, but certainly not leastly, we have
Seth's favorite game.
Yeah, my favorite game, Guild Wars 2 Winter's Day. I think we talked a little bit about it before, but Guild Wars 2 festivals, they basically have the same little activities each year. And then you can do the different activities to get an overarching goal to get basically the skin for the year. But the nice thing with Guild Wars 2 is there's no FOMO. It'll be there again next year for you to buy using the winter currency. So it's just really chill. People are hanging out in Divinity's Reach and throwing snowballs at each other and putting down bonfires for karma buffs and stuff.
And there's a cute weapon that's a teddy bear.
Yeah, the plushy weapons, that's the best time of year to get them. Especially even if you're going to buy them from like the trading post, because they get a little cheaper, I think, because more flood the market. But yeah, like the plushies are actually born out of Winter's Day. The plushie griffin, I think, was one of the first ones.
They're so cute.
Yeah. So it's just a fun little event, you know. An Azura named Tix brings his Infinarium, which brings Winter's Day joy to Divinity's Reach. There's little snow flurries everywhere. It's nice. People dress up. There's a bunch of people who dress up as Santa Claus. Some of them hand out presents. Actually, it was kind of cool. I saw Guild Wars 2, they called out a specific community-led event for EU, like a Winter's Day party or whatever. So that was kind of cool. I think it already happened, but yeah, it's just a good time. I mean, there's not much to say. You do as much or as little as you want, and it's
if
nice.
Seth tells me that the hard puzzle is easier to do than the easier one, she's full of lies. Don't believe her.
It's easier for me.
No.
No, like I tried doing the basic path after doing the hard one for so many years, and I like couldn't do the basic one.
But the path is the same, essentially. The only thing that changes is like that the snowflakes break.
That they melt. Yeah, but like it's like the cadence that you're going on the other one doesn't work as well on the one that doesn't melt. I don't know why. It's just a different vibe.
Nah, that's brain gremlins right there. Brain gremlins.
Well, then I would say the same about you not doing the hard one that gives you more presents. The medium difficulty is the hardest.
No, because I can take my time on the easy one. I don't have to worry about the snowflakes melting and the candy canes making me slip and God
I mean, you
knows
still
what.
have to worry about freezing.
Well, yeah, but that's not nearly as stressful.
Guild Wars 2, wholesome Winter's Day event. You might freeze to death in a jumping puzzle.
Yay!
Anyway, those are our MMO holiday gaming picks. They had to get their own page because there's so many.
Yeah. Something about not playing enough MMOs. Need more MMOs. Oh, we forgot about WoW. I don't know. I don't even know if WoW has any holiday event though.
I don't know. I'm not a WoW player, so
They got housing. They have housing now.
I'm sure they have an event, but I don't know anything about
Probably.
it. Okay.
Anyways,
All right. We will shift gears for a second over to
oh no,
the Indie Game Awards. I don't necessarily care about the official Game Awards, to be honest. But I do want to talk about the Indie Game Awards. What are you cackling about?
the tea that I have.
Okay, spill the tea, girl.
I mean, I don't know if it happened on the Indie Game Awards, but so you guys may know about a game called Claire Obscure. Oh, give me
Claire
actually,
Obscure Expedition 33.
I need 1 second. My child's demanding night times. Sorry.
Okay, well, I think I might know what she's talking about, and it's funny that she mentions, like, I don't know if it has anything to do with the Indie Game Awards, because it has everything to do with the Indie Game Awards. But I'm not gonna assume. Yeah, actually, me and my chat watched the Indie Game Awards together, and we really liked it. I did watch the official Game Awards.
So it's to do with the Indie Game Awards? Am I right? Was I right? Was I on track?
What?
Nothing.
I didn't want to
I'm ready to spill
assume.
my tea.
So spill your tea.
All right. So, Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
My God, never give her a cookie. Don't give Luna a cookie. This is a train wreck.
Got a bunch of awards and it got Game of the Year and everything and stuff. I think it was on the Indie Game Awards.
Well, so they did, but now they don't. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, exactly. And they took away their award.
It was only the Indie Game Awards that took it away.
Because the Indie Game, I think it was the Indie Game Awards, have a specific, they have very clear rules of absolutely no AI.
They literally said it during the beginning of the show. They were like, yeah, none of these games, no generative AI. So like you had to fill out a form that said, we do not use Gen AI. Continue.
And so it got found out that Claire Obscure actually did use generative AI at the very beginning. Now, here's the thing that can be argued that they still deserve it. Because they basically used Gen AI in the way that if anybody's going to be using Gen AI, we'd want them to use it this way, I think. So the way they use it is as fillers at the very beginning, but these are all roles that they later had actual people.
So
fill.
Here's the problem with that. Let me give you what I've heard, or what the discussion that I've been in around this. The problem with that is that placeholders are supposed to be ugly or whatever. They are supposed to look like placeholders, because if they don't, you get what happens with Claire Obscure, which is one of the placeholders made it through.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a placeholder thing. Now you can now there's a different argument to be had on whether or not even using it for placeholder is bad, because it's still built on stolen artwork. That's a different discussion. I can't get into that. There's too much.
It's very nitty-gritty.
There's too much.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, when you submitted your game for the Indie Game Awards, you said you did not use any. And if you used some, that was a lie. And so it's just like, you have to draw the line somewhere. And the Indie Game Awards drew their line. And
I
people
think
are,
honestly, it's very respectable that
yeah,
for for the indie game um people that they stuck to that line, that they didn't say, oh, exceptions, yada yada yada, you know. They were
yeah.
like, no, this is our line, this is what we said, we've been very clear, very straightforward about this, and that's it, end of story.
Yeah, yeah. And so it's just like it's this whole thing where a lot of, a lot of devs have come out after, Larian and even CD Projekt Red, and they're like, "Oh yeah, like everybody's using it." And it's just like, but nobody is being the insidious thing is nobody's being clear exactly how they're using it. And it's like, okay,
Mhm.
but what do you mean? Like, what do you mean you're using it? And furthermore, I would rather hear from the devs themselves than the CEOs who are pushing this stuff. Because it's
Mhm.
just like, I want to hear from the devs. Is this helpful? you know?
Yeah.
Like, I want to hear from the artists. Is this helpful to have these placeholders? And I think a lot of them have said no, because again, if your
So
placeholder looks too good, you will forget to remove it.
so this is just one person that said this, but I they're currently on hold, but after I've been watching this podcast called Sweet and Sour. It's with Pokimane and Lily Pichu. And they had an episode where they did talk about AI and the use of AI in professional areas, you know. And Lily Pichu's an amazing artist, said that there was a time where she started using AI to help her get ideas for her artwork because she was struggling with that, and she would ask ChatGPT, hey, give me an idea XYZ. And then she would draw that. But she has said herself that she stopped using that because she noticed the more she used it, the less creative she was able to be herself. Like she was creative thinking skill massively declined because of this. So I think it's that thing. I'm gonna come out and say I don't think AI is 100% bad. I think it can have its uses. I don't think it should have a place in actually using it to um release a product, you know, like in video game
Yeah.
industry and
Well,
stuff.
and that's,
Um
sorry, continue.
um no, it's just, and also like as a streamer myself and as an emote artist, it's really tough because like if you look for example on Etsy right now, so much of it is just AI, you know, and
Right? And it's like, if
it's
I
that
want an
thing.
AI asset, I would just use AI myself instead of paying you to do it. Like, what, what is this disconnect where people are like, I'm gonna sell this AI asset? It's like, what?
Well, it's also the thing that this AI asset is like really really cheap to buy. You know, we're talking about like $2 or maybe even less to buy this asset. And then people are like, "Oh, I don't want to
Yep.
pay $30 for
Yep.
this asset from this artist because I can just pay $2 on Etsy."
Yep.
So
That's another
it's
thing.
that thing.
Yeah.
It's oh my god,
It's a
AI is
race to the
such a
bottom.
heavy, yeah, it's yeah,
Well, and
it's
that's
a
the other
long
insidious
deep
thing
topic.
about the AI conversation is that the term AI is encompassing so much. It's encompassing Gen AI. It's encompassing the
Mhm.
AI that video games have used all of video game existence. It's encompassing productivity tools. It's encompassing, like, it's everything. And so when you have these discussions,
Mhm.
it's hard to really know where people are coming from without getting extremely specific. And so when like these game devs are coming out and they're getting lambasted and they're like, "Why are you guys getting mad at me?" It's like, it's because we need you to be very specific.
Be transparent. Be
Because we have
transparent.
our
Be
lines.
absolutely
Yeah.
transparent.
Well, and
Yeah.
also
And
because if
don't
you're
be
using AI to cut costs, then I expect your game to be cheaper.
a lot cheaper,
Yeah, like it's
honestly.
okay, like okay, let's set aside at let's in a hypothetical world, let's set aside some of the ethical concerns. If you were using a machine to make it, why should I have to pay you the same amount as if you had a team of people doing it?
Also, don't hide it. Make it very
Ugh.
clear. Like, I want a freaking banner over that game being like uses generative AI, you know? Like there was a game that released this year actually called Inzoi that uses AI, has strong use of AI, and they
Mm-hmm.
did not make it clear. You have to scroll to the very bottom of their Steam page to the very, very, very small text at the bottom to see that they use
To
AI.
be fair, that's where it all goes. That's where the AI disclaimer
But that's
goes.
what I
But
mean.
yeah.
Like I want it to be more clear,
Yeah.
you
Well,
know?
and also, devs just need to start saying, like, because there are, like you said, there are valid uses and there are uses that are not stealing from other people.
Hmm.
And so they just need to be clear about what they're using and how they're using it. Because, like, because the fact of the matter is that there are people out there, there is a pretty significant chunk of people who will not touch your game if you have used generative AI. The second they get a whiff of it, you're dead to them. And so,
Yeah, I
like,
was gonna play Inzoi, and I just found out to use AI, and I'm like, no.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
No.
And so, it just, like, I understand how some of the indie devs fall into it, and I understand experimenting with it.
I feel it's tempting, right? It's
Yeah, but
when you're
ultimately,
creating
if
when
you're
you're
not
an
just,
indie
yeah,
dev, I think, and you're creating a game
yeah,
and you have very limited funds and there's this, let's call it tool, I don't like it, but let's call it a tool. There's this tool out that can help you, bring your game so much closer to release. And it's like, what if I then it's like it's that slope, right? It's like, oh, let me just use a little bit of it here and there,
yeah, like you
and
can
then
see how it
next thing,
happens.
yeah, you use a little bit more and a little bit more, and well, you already used this much of it. Might as well, And I just, I need them to be clear. I need them to be transparent if they use AI, and they cannot be surprised if if things like the Indie Game Awards end up disqualifying them from any games because they tried, low key hiding that they used Gen AI.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like the big thing there is like say what you want about the discussion between Gen AI. Like that doesn't matter in this context. What matters in this context was that there was an explicit rule that you did not use AI, and when you applied for a nomination or whatever, you said I didn't use AI. And so for them to learn, and they learned like the day after filming, so there
Yeah,
was nothing they could do. There's nothing they could do. So retroactively, yeah, they took away. They got the debut indie game award and they got the game of the year award.
yeah.
And so they took those away. And now Blueprints got the game of the year award, which is also very deserved. And I think I'm trying to remember which one ended up getting. Oh yeah, debut game award went to Sorry We're Closed. Which all of these games were deserving. And there's a couple discussions to be had about this particular indie game awards, or really about indie games in general. And the big thing is, when you watched the Game Awards and you saw Claire Obscure sweeping, and you were like, oh, that makes sense. Or like the year before when Baldur's Gate was sweeping, you're like, okay, it makes sense. But then at the same time, you're kind of like, but is this is this a good showcase of gaming this year? If only, this one game is like sweeping everything. So I liked what the Indie Game Awards did, which was that you could only be nominated in like so many categories. Like you could only be nominated in one official category. They had some other categories that were presented by different people, and so those ones had exceptions, and like the community award had exceptions. And so that was nice because it made it so that the nominations were more spread out, and the winnings were more spread out. And so like you knew Claire Obscure was gonna get the game of the year, but it was nice to see other people also be able to get stuff that they deserved as well, because it's not like Claire Obscure was the only game that came out. And honestly, I have a hard time, like when people ask me what my game of the year was, that's a hard question, because it's just like, well, I liked a lot of different games for a lot of different reasons. Like how do I compare Hades
I can
2
tell you
to South of
which
Midnight?
game like surprised me.
Dispatch?
game of the year, and yeah,
Yeah.
that like completely took me by surprise. Like that would be Dispatch for me.
But yeah, it's
Um,
just kind of like how do you compare Claire Obscure, who had a much larger budget than some of these other games? Like there there are arguments about whether or not like it really could be indie because they had a big publisher behind them. But yeah, how do you
yeah,
put these together and still make a good award show? So I liked what the Indie Game Awards did. I think it just made it seem more like a celebration
yeah.
of indie gaming. And I liked they had a lot of good categories and stuff. But yeah, it was really interesting seeing that stuff come out about Claire Obscure. And then like I don't know if you heard, but shortly after that happened, there's a magazine or whatever, or online publication called The Escapist. And so they wrote like an article about it, and they were really snarky about it. But at the end, and they're like, oh yeah, and they give the award to another game that uses Gen AI, which is Blueprints. And the Blueprints devs were like, excuse me? What?
I heard that.
I heard not. That. And so they had to they had to play defense for something that should have been a happy moment for them.
Oh my god.
And so like this discourse can get a little bit dangerous. Because a lot of people are like, "Oh, this looks like AI." And it's just like, "No, this is just somebody's weird art style." This is something that the AI copied.
Okay, looking at the pictures real quick, I can see why people would think. I mean, not really though. Some images I can see why people would think, but not all of them.
Yeah, but if you're gonna be a gaming publication, maybe get your facts right before
absolutely.
Slandering an indie game.
No, if that is your job to report on these games, fact check that before you publish it.
But yeah, ultimately, I loved the Indie Game Awards. I thought they were fun. There was a lot of uplifting things in the Game Awards, like the Indie Game Awards. It was nice to watch. It really felt like a celebration of gaming in comparison to the Game Awards, which obviously has become more of a showcase, which is okay, But I don't know. It was nice seeing like the devs got to make their own little like special trailers or whatever that told you more about the game or more about the behind the scenes processes and stuff. It just felt more. It felt like it was made by people who actually play games.
Yeah.
Like it stripped, the glitz and glamour, and it was nice. I really enjoyed it. I hope they continue to see success. And honestly, I can't imagine it was an easy decision to be like, yeah, we're gonna take away the Game of the Year award over this. Because obviously, there's some nuance, like it wasn't meant to be in the real game, but the fact of the matter is it did make it, and they did use it, and they didn't disclose it. And so
it's the fact that gets me there is that they didn't disclose
it. Yeah, because it's like they've been very upfront about them not wanting games with generative AI, and furthermore with other things too. So
if they used it initially as a placeholder, it's like, but okay, I guess,
But like, admit it.
And then it made it through. It's like, oof. But if they then went back and tried to like immediately remedy that and fix it, okay.
And they did immediately fix it, but it was there.
If you are entering an award show that explicitly says no Gen AI can be used here, and you don't disclose that you use Gen AI, no, that's on you.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate damper on everything, but it it raised a good discussion for people, so it was it was a mixed bag. It is good to see other indie games get some recognition, but it definitely sucks that like, oh yeah, I won the Game of the Year award, but only because the one that actually won used Gen AI. But we still know that Blueprints is an amazing game, And honestly, real talk, for a puzzle game to get up into the game of the year, that's not easy.
Yeah, that's
That's not easy. They're
really
niche.
impressive.
Yeah. So honestly, good for them. One thing that I loved about the Indie Game Awards, a little game I played called Consume Me, they got so many nominations, and it was just so cute to see because it was like their first game from a dev who like was like, when I was young, I didn't see the point in video games. They were like, it wasn't until later that I saw the value in them, and then I, made my autobiographical video game. And so it was just cool. It was cool to see these really small people like manage to make waves just on a good idea. Oh, and also they did like these cool little indie Vanguard things where they showcased like up and coming organizations and dev teams and stuff. So that was cool. Which, to the Game Awards credit, they did have a cool portion where they brought Felicia Day on and people from Women Who Code to talk about that organization. So that was a really nice that was nice to see at the official Game Awards, because it's kind of felt like it's lost touch with some of the roots a little bit. So it was nice to see him giving back a little, bringing normal people.
It's kind of amusing to me with these award shows because, like, when they first start out, people are like, oh, it's kind of sus. It's not really legit. It's just a person doing a thing. We'll see where it goes. Nobody really believes in it, right? Until suddenly it starts blowing up, and then everybody's like, oh, it's oversaturated.
Well, and to be fair, when people say that, they're not really being genuine, because the Game Awards have actually been around for quite a while. They originally started on Spike TV. Like, they were on a TV station. Like, Jeff's been doing this for a long time. But it's still, become kind of Hollywood.
Is that your cat, by the way, or
yeah,
is that
that's
my child?
Toast.
Okay.
No, he's upset. He's
Why am I hearing my child so like?
No, that's
clearly.
Toast. You think you hear him more than anybody else does?
Okay, fair.
His Discord has less, or has more sensitivity or something. Toast, will you please?
I swear.
Anyway, that's kind of all I wanted to talk about, though. Y'all, make sure if you didn't watch the Game Awards, go check out the winners, especially for the Indie Game Awards. Like, I added a lot of cool games to my wish list. That was another thing. Okay, I spend a lot of time looking around at indie games. I follow a lot of publishers. I get a ton of emails. And there were still, like, so many games that were up for nomination that I had never heard of. And games that I was just like, oh my god, this game, I need to play this. And it's just like, it really goes to show how good gamers have it right now. There's just so much good out there. But yeah, go check out the nominations. You might find a new indie game and, buy it.
You have a link for that?
Yeah, we have an Indie Game Awards. If you just go to indiegameawards.gg, that will bring up a nice thing of the all of the nominees and the ones who won for this year and last year.
You posted in the chat result? Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, but I did also give it to you in DM.
Yeah, saw it. Thanks.
Okay, but I could talk about this all day, it seems. Let's move on to the second portion of our holiday games, which is our more these aren't MMOs, these are just holiday games with updates that we thought we'd talk about. Because I didn't have any new releases.
Well, except the ones that we're giving the side-eye to because they don't actually have a release date yet.
It was only usual June, and that game looks amazing, but I'm very surprised they don't have a release date.
Yeah, we're on the 23rd of December. I don't have very high hopes for that.
No. But first game on my list that I'll actually be playing on Thursday, we're gonna play on Christmas, Winterboro has they dropped a little sneaky cheeky update on us. It's the winter solstice. It gives you a couple new quests, I believe they said. Some new clothing items so you can dress up for the holidays. A Christmas tree, or two different kinds of Christmas trees to decorate your house with. They added 22 furnitures for cozy winter. Just saying.
Cute. I love that.
They added some holiday recipes. Yeah. So, yeah, they added a whole little story and stuff for a winter solstice event. I'm so excited to check it out on Thursday. That game was so good. We also have sheep herds, which I don't know. I've told you about it before. I don't know if you remember it. It's the little
Yeah. You're basically dogs, multiplayer, right?
Yeah, you're dogs, and you get to herd the sheep. There are different challenges that make it a little harder. So they're so cute. They were just like, oh hey, we just released our game, but here's a winter update, and they gave us 2 levels. They gave us 2 winter levels, 2 winter costumes, and a couple new fur options for the existing dogs. So GG to them. Those devs are really cool, actually. They're getting ready to add more dogs to the game. Check out Sheep Herds if you like doggos. You can play it solo,
it's very cute.
but it's
Everything
more fun
I've
with
seen from it looks
friends.
very cute.
Yeah, it's really fun. I haven't played it again since it released because we played a chunk of levels of the demo together.
Time to go play it again.
Yeah, we might have to sneak into it this week to look at the winter outfits at the very least. It's so cute. I put these in a bad order. I'm sorry. Luna, do you have anything else to mention about Grand Theft Auto Winter? Because we kind of talked about it.
Yeah. There's a Grinch that steals your money, but it's okay, you can shoot him.
What?
He's blue though. He's not green. I think they call him Gooch actually. The Gooch just randomly spawns and runs up to you and steals your money and then runs away. If you manage to shoot him, you get your money back, you get a reward, and you get a free outfit with it. You can also find and shoot the Yeti. He will beat you to a pulp though if you don't manage. And he's really fast and he stuns you. A little bit of pain in the butt because you have to first find like 5 different clues in an area. But I don't think the clue locations usually right, Lava. I don't think the clue location usually changes. So if you want to cheat, you can probably just Google it. And Yeti does only appear at night, so fair warning. And he will rush you. So, have that armor ready and that really big, like sawed-off shotgun or something.
Okay.
And oh yeah, there's a holiday bus that just drives around the entire map and drops presents like 10, 19K, stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
It's nice. It's really boring. I'm sorry.
No,
I don't
you're
like
good.
it's a good like amount of money, I guess, if you want to do that, but like it's really slow.
Oh, fair.
And so like I prefer to do other stuff. I just go pick up a present whenever I see it, but that's about it. Yeah, and it's just the entire map is now filled with snow. The snowy map is only around for like a week. So if you want to
Oh, wow.
experience snowy GTA 5, you should definitely check out GTA 5 online ASAP. Also, be sure that if you do check out GTA 5 online, to check out the enhanced version because the enhanced version you start with like $4 million.
I don't even think you can like get the regular version very easily anymore. So
actually, I think for me either bugged out or something, but initially I hopped on the regular version and I had to separately select enhanced.
Weird. Well, there you go.
I think if you have it through Epic or through Steam, it automatically selects enhanced.
Oh.
But if you have it through Rockstar directly, like I do, I had to select it myself.
Oh, okay.
So there's a little note. But yeah, usually if you do enhance, you start with like 4 million, and you can choose like your startup business and everything. I personally would recommend the nightclub, because it's something that all the other business ventures can tie into, and it gives you like 50K every 30 minutes or something like that. So it's a good passive income that you can easily build up upon as well.
All right, there you go. Christmas, earn money, shoot a Yeti. Okay. Goblin Cleanup. This is a game I know you wanted to play, but maybe haven't had a chance to yet.
I'm gonna be playing it in January.
It's delightful. I think you'll like it. We've been having so much fun with it.
I have a collab plan. That's gonna be great.
So yeah, they actually added a little bit of a winter update. It's nothing too fancy. They decorated the work area where you like the lobby basically, and it's really cute.
Okay.
There's like snow all over it and some trees and stuff. And you can also, using the currency that you earn in game, you can buy a couple different outfits that are holiday themed. So like a cute little elf dress, or elf not dress. Suit, what do you call it?
Dress.
I don't know. Pants, jerkin,
onesie.
I don't know.
Jerkin.
Something. What do you call it? Anyway, so yeah, you can earn these cute little things, but the dungeons themselves don't have any Christmassy stuff in them, but it's still I feel like it still deserved an honorable mention because that game is so fun. And the cosmetics are very cute. I think you'll enjoy
Peak had
it.
a winter update?
Yes, Peak had a winter update. They covered basically every map has snow except Caldera and Kiln, because obviously there's just no way that they could have snow. But even the Mesa has snow, which was so weird.
Okay.
I played a little bit yesterday, and got absolutely destroyed. We finally made it through Roots for the first time.
I made it through Roots on my first try.
Yeah, we did not. We got slaughtered. I think it took us 3 tries.
The trick is to just follow Luna. Luna knows the way.
No, Luna somehow managed to land on a mushroom and checkpoint her way to glory. Don't follow Luna. You will die. But so yeah, they did the snow. The lobby is adorable. I highly recommend just playing around in the lobby a little bit. And after you do one round, you unlock some holiday themed outfit pieces, which are fun. And Bing Bong is wearing a Christmas hat. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna play it.
Yeah, definitely. There's a little fun secret. I won't tell you. Find it out with your friends. But yeah, it's a cute little winter update. I liked it a lot.
We should totally get together sometime during the holiday break. Play some Peak.
Okay, well, don't mumble it.
We should totally get together sometime during the holiday break and play some Peak. I don't know, I can't talk.
Yeah, okay, yes. But yeah, so, they added some snow.
Not a word, speak up.
They added some snow. It's very cute. Those are some of our holiday picks. Yeah, Lava would play with us. Those are some of our holiday picks. Obviously, there are more games that have updates. If you people in, the YouTube lands know of any super cool holiday updates, let us know in the comments. And oh my goodness. This has been a ride. I'm like over here just trying to do my job, and Luna's singing in my ear.
The purple and the pinks, the purple and pinks. One has a brain, the others do not.
Oh god, unfiltered Luna. Okay, anyways, let's to our very last segment of the podcast, if we can hold it together. I don't know. I think we're losing Luna. Okay. Last little thing we wanted to talk about.
Woohoo! Sorry. sorry.
I'm dying over here. Yeah, the Steam Winter Sale, as evidenced by Luna's excitement. I just basically, these are a couple of games that we picked up. This is Luna kept throwing more ideas at me as I'm building this graphic, and I'm like, woman, I only have room on here for like 7. And so these are the ones that we actually purchased. We bought these games. They are officially in our libraries, and we are gonna play the heck out of them. So I I finally picked up Gory Cuddly Carnage.
Oh God.
Is a delightful adventure where you play as a cat with a hoverboard that has like a little AI on it, so it talks to you. And you're stuck in this like nightmare world where genetic cloning has gone out of control and all of the other animals are incredibly vicious. So you get chased by insane unicorns.
Okay.
And you have to slice and dice. Let's go. It's
lovely.
Yeah, it's a very interesting little game. It's like you're like this really cute cat, but you're literally like just dismembering unicorns. I can't wait.
I don't know if I like this.
I can't wait to play it. I'm so excited. It looks like it has such cool physics to it.
Oh God.
Because you get to ride the skateboard, and that's like one of your weapons.
Now we know Cess just wants to slice and dice up unicorns.
Listen, sometimes you need to slice and dice.
Okay.
All right. It's 60% off. It was a really, really good price. For me, it was like $9. So it was kind of like, all right, I'm gonna add this to my library.
Okay.
Luna bought one that I actually love. She got Detroit Become Human.
I feel like you like all of the ones that I
That's
bought.
true, actually. I've played all of the games that you bought.
I was like, which one of these does she actually? Doesn't she love all of these?
I do love all of them. I guess which one do you want to talk about first? What made you purchase one of these games?
Well, I only bought Dragon Age Inquisition on Steam because I had it on EA, but I want to be able to take screenshots.
You know what? That's totally fair. It's so infuriating that there are a bunch of those that don't have photo mode or like even just a screenshot button. Like the fact that Epic doesn't have a screenshot button drives me absolutely insane.
I love playing a game on Steam and just like I have my finger constantly the F12 button to just spam screenshots.
Yeah. Also, I messed up the graphic. I'm sorry, y'all. Dragon Age Inquisition was actually 90% off.
Yeah,
it is.
Is that 90?
Yeah, it is a real good price.
It was less than $5, honestly.
$4.
If you've ever been thinking, if you've ever been thinking about playing it, stop thinking, just go buy it.
Yeah, I think I had a copy paste error there.
But yeah, I like having just my button on the F12, my hand on the F12 button. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I can just spam screenshots of my gameplay journey, and then like I have the screenshot folder, and I can just look back in it, and it's like a cute little reminiscing time that I have with myself, and I really really enjoy it. So when I saw the Dragon Age Inquisition was 90% off, I was like, okay, time to snack that up.
Yeah, I mean, I use game screenshots for my going live messages almost exclusively. All right, so yeah, Dragon Age Inquisition. Again, I've messed up the graphic. I'm so sorry. 90% off, $3.99 in American dollars. Like that baby's cheap and it's fun. That was a really good game. I decided to buy ones that maybe weren't on quite deep sales this time, but they're indie games that I've talked about this year or last year. So I bought Service with a Shotgun because I loved that game. It's like, I don't know why I loved that game. Seth wants to
slice and dice and shoot things.
Yeah, well, so it's like this cute little, it's this little pixel game. You're in like a zombie apocalypse. You're running a store. And so you you have to like switch between talking to the customers and, making sure zombies don't attack your store. I had a
Mhm.
lot of fun bouncing between those two game modes, and then it had an extra layer, like an extra mechanic on top of it, where you, if you remembered stuff that the customer said, you would get a chance to use that later in conversation, and if you remembered it correctly, it would like give you a bonus, or like they'd give you extra stuff or whatever. So it was just, I don't know, there was something really charming about it. So I snagged that for 20% off. I can't wait to play it. Luna snagged Cult of the Lamb, which is incredibly exciting. Are you excited? Because I'm excited for you.
I'm honestly really excited. This is a game I've been thinking like back and forth of playing for a while. I'm very phobic over bugs. So some of the critters in Cult of the Lamb, I'm like, oh, I don't know how I'm gonna deal with this. But I feel like I've seen enough gameplay of it, and every time I see gameplay of it, I'm like, I want to play
Their
this.
art style is so cute that even the spider villagers are cute, honestly.
So when it was 50% off and it has like a winter themed update coming out January 22nd, I was like, okay, if I'm ever gonna snag it, now's the time.
Yeah,
So I
50%
snagged it.
off.
Yeah.
Excellent game. And you and Fonzie could technically co-op it together. You could split screen if you wanted, or
I'm
or
probably
you
gonna
could
do it on
remote
stream,
play
honestly.
together.
Probably gonna
So,
stream it, I
yeah.
think,
Well, I mean, you could still,
personally.
yeah, fair.
Because I have my 12 days of Luna, shameless plug, coming
Shameless
up from
plug.
January 1st. January 1st to January 12th, leading up to my birthday, and then afterwards I'm probably gonna take like the rest of like the week of the January 12th off. And then I'm planning on coming back with Cult of the Lamb. So I feel
Nice.
like it would be a good hype game to come back with.
Yeah. There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Loonaromi, Cult of the Lamb, late January. Be there, or
Either or
you'll
don't, I
miss out
guess,
on
whatever.
squealing.
Squealing.
I've watched you play
Sess is
enough
like almost
games.
guaranteed.
It doesn't even have to be scary. She will squeal. Another game that I picked up that was a cute little indie game. This one's actually been on my wish list. I want to say for at least a year. Yeah. So it released last year. It's called Trackline Express. As you can see from the graphic, it's ridiculous hand drawn art, which apparently I love. I love. I just love it when people are just like, you know what? My game doesn't need to be pretty. It just needs to be fun. And so this is a game where you have a train and you have to go through the desert and survive. Like it's a roguelike survival game. You got to like collect different materials as you're going and you just got to keep moving. It looks delightful. I can't wait to
Okay.
get into it. But yeah, it's just
Maybe
it's another
that's
one of those games where you can see like the person who made it just really loved making it.
you're probably gonna be streaming it, right?
Most likely. I think I'll be streaming all of these, to be honest. Except for maybe Gory. That one might be for me.
I was gonna say, I was like, you do you, boo.
That one might be for me. I mean, it's cartoon Gory. Come on. I play horror
Slicing
games.
unicorns. Oh my god, that's a choice.
They're
It's a
evil
choice.
unicorns.
No unicorns are truly
No,
evil.
they're
Do you
evil.
know?
They're
Do you know what
genetically
happened to
modified
them
to be
in their
evil.
past? You don't know. You
Yeah,
don't know. You
I
don't know
do.
anything about
They were
their.
genetically modified. That's what happened to them in their past. Yeah, and so the first one that I mentioned, Luna picked up Detroit Become Human. Are you gonna play that on your own time?
Probably. I don't think Detroit Become Human is going to be a stream game for me at all. It's
It
just a
makes
game.
sense.
You're gonna laugh at me. Detroit Become Human. I remembered this game when it was first announced,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "Oh my god, I want to play this game so badly." I want to get this game when it comes out. I'm gonna play it. Da, da, da. And then I guess something came up, and I didn't buy it. And then my best friend bought it, and she loved it. And then I was like, "Yeah, I don't know now. Like it's, you know me. I'm a hype girl. Like when something's
You?
hyped and coming out and fresh, and I'm like, I want to do it. I need to do it right now. And then when it's been out for a while, and I haven't had the chance to play it or whatever, I'm not that fussed about it anymore. And that's what happened to Detroit Become Human. It became to a point where I wasn't too fussed about it anymore, you know? And now like the past year or two, I've seen an increasing amount of people play it. And every time I see it played, I'm like, This looks like such a good game. This looks like a game I would really, really enjoy.
Yeah, we played it this
And
year.
so, yeah, I watched some of you play it as well. Yeah, I remember. And so, what is it, like 90% off, right?
Yes, 90% off. That bad boy is $3.99.
And so when I saw that it was 90% off, and I know it has great replayability, I'm like, yeah, no, this
Yep.
is my sign. Here I go. I don't know when I'll play it, but it's there for whenever I want to.
Or when you're ready. When you need a nice
Yeah.
story game.
And at that price, honestly, at 90% off, I'm like, like even if it takes me like another 2 or 3 years to play it, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, that's
It's
the
less
Steam
than a
gamer's
coffee.
dilemma.
It's less than a freaking coffee. It's fine.
All right, and the last game that I bought for this Steam winter sale, I purchased No Players Online. I've talked about this game a couple of times because I was so... I just loved how creative it was, because this is the one where you can merge games to make new games out of the games that you merge. It's like this really surreal like adventure. And I actually have a little bit of a story about this game. First of all, it's 20% off, so snag it if you're interested. But something very, very unfortunate happened to these devs. Right when they launched, somebody filed a false DCMA claim against them. And their game was taken off of Steam for, I don't remember how long it was gone.
Oh my
It was gone for, okay, let's see. Yeah, I don't know exactly how long it was gone, but it was gone for like a couple weeks, which really sucks for an indie dev who just released their game. So yeah, the game was taken down on November 13th, and it didn't get brought back up until like December 3rd. So they lost, they lost almost an entire month of hype and revenue, and just brutal. It's reinstated. And so like when I saw that it was in the sale, I was just like, you know what? It's a little, it's only 20% off because it's a new game. But I'm trying to buy more indie games with my Steam purchases now. So, which is actually low-key dangerous, because I used to really easily be like, oh yeah, I'll wait till that's on sale, it's a AAA game, it's fine. But now I'm like, oh man, that's an indie studio of like 5 people who want to eat dinner.
Yeah. Dang.
So yeah, if the sound of No Players Online sounds cool to you, it's definitely one I would say go support it, go help them out after having a really shitty month. And maybe make a very nice Christmas for them. And again, I have to say, like, the game concept is so cool.
I'm at least wishlisted right now. Let me go.
Yeah, unfortunately for Luna, it is technically a horror game, so I think it would scare you too much. But Fonzie might have a look at it,
Yeah.
But yeah, those were some of our Steam winter purchases. I know Luna bought a couple others for Fonzie, but this is what we could fit on the graphic, okay? This is what we could fit into the allotted time. We're already over.
I do want to say, if anybody's interested in Fallout 76, it's on a massive sale as well. As is, what other games did I tell you he already knows some. I can't say one of them, but I can say some of them. It Takes Two is 80% off. Some honorable mentions, I guess. And God, what else did I say? Where is it? Oh, Planet Zoo has a really good sale. Final Fantasy has an amazing sale. There's a bunch of really, really, really good sales going on right now on Steam. So definitely check out the winter sale. So many games are 90% off. It's honestly insane. And even, my top pick of the year is on sale, Dispatch. Only by like 10%.
A sale is a sale. Like sometimes that extra amount. Oh, and I guess if we're just listing random ones that are on sale, Voyagers of Nira is 34% off to make it under $20.
There you go. There you go. Go check out them games.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, I think that is a yap on
Woo!
the final podcast of 2025.
Oh my
Let's
god, can you believe we made
go.
it to the end of 2025? Pixel Yaps
Pixel Yaps, let's
graduated
go.
2025.
That's
That's a
right.
terrible term.
And we're
It's a
only going
terrible
to get
term to
better.
use as a VTuber, but yeah, we made it through 2025. I'm so proud of us. Honestly, thank you so much for doing this with me, Sis. I've had
Mhm.
such a good time. And I hope we can go many, many more years.
I mean, it's a great outlet for all this knowledge I'm storing. Gotta get it somewhere.
We're unloading Cess's brain, one
Yeah.
podcast at a time.
I take my job very seriously. All
Let's go.
right.
Thank you so
Well,
much for joining us in 2025 for Pixel Yaps, and we definitely hope to see you back here next year. I think our first podcast is gonna be
it's going to be on January 6th.
January 6th. Yeah,
Yeah. So
so I
that will
hope to see you guys
be.
back on time. That will be so interesting. I might be really, really tired during our next podcast.
Oh boy. All right. Well, so today we got Hyper Luna. Next podcast episode, Loopy Luna. Let's go.
Yeah, gotta balance it.
All right. Thank you all again so much for spending your time with us. We hope that you have happy holidays, however you celebrate. My name is Cesire. I stream 5 days a week on Twitch at twitch.tv/it'satree with 3 E's. I post on Blue Sky at It's a Cesare. I post on YouTube at It's a Cesare. I'm all over those places. You can find me. This is my co-host, Loonaromi.
Hi, I'm Luna. You can find me 4 days a week on Twitch, usually, and you can also find me on YouTube and what's the other app? Oh, TikTok and Blue Sky and Twitter. I'm Loonaromi everywhere, so I'm really easy to find. That's L-O-O. Some people think it's an I. It's an L. It's a lowercase L, people. Okay, Loonaromi. But thank you so much for joining us for episode 15 and the final episode of 2025 of Pixel Yaps. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your year, and we'll see you guys back on January 6th. Bye.
Bye.
Pixels and yaps, pixels and yaps. We like pixels and computer games. Pixels and yaps, pixels and yaps. We're yapping about pixels and computer games. Pixels and yaps.